Oh, hey there, Seer. What's wrong? Nothing, really. I'm just thinking about, well, everything. I got a good sleep last night, so that helped. Better than being restless and alone with my thoughts. I'm just thinking about the future a lot right now. Most importantly, it's Valenorth's future that concerns me. We know what Valeso wants to do as Elder, but I'm worried. I've read that nations fall due to a leader's stubborn nature. I'd rather see Valenorth live alongside the other nations. It's a lot preferable to the concept of dying alone. I think it's just time to turn some pages, you know? I know I look pretty well rested, but I'm not. This is pretty embarrassing for me to say, so don't laugh. Last night, I had a really bad dream. I almost cried. We were making our way down toward Mazeo, but we weren't with Pro and Ulrich. It was our parents. I kept telling them not to go. I knew they wouldn't come back. But they didn't listen. They just kept going. I ran until my legs could barely move. Then I ran even more. It actually felt like I could save them. If I only tried. Eventually, we made it to the gates of Mazeo. Or at least I think they were. I've never actually been there. But this is the worst part. They finally turned to face us. And that's when I realized something shocking. I don't remember what my parents looked like, Seer. Their faces were a blur, almost like they were nobody. They started to speak, but I didn't recognize their voices. Has it been so long that I'm forgetting my own parents? I tried so hard to picture them when I woke up. I couldn't. When they died, everyone told me they weren't really gone. That they'd live on forever, inside of my memory. But even that's fading, Seer. What happens next? Back at the Grand Tree, I said I wanted vengeance. I wanted to take down the Triumvirate to avenge our parents. But this dream was kind of like a wake-up call, you know? Why should I fight for something that doesn't exist? And better yet, something I can't even picture in my head. There are so many reasons to fight, all of them less selfish. So, I think I want to fight for you. I want to make sure that you're safe and you survive this. When it comes to you, the entirety of Alestia is at stake. I just miss them so much. At the end of the dream, when they turned back, I ran toward them and tried to hug them one more time. But I didn't feel anything when I did, and the dream ended. But right now, I'm definitely feeling something, and I know this won't end. I know you're not going anywhere. This is what I need to fight for. The things that are right in front of me, the things that matter, and the things I cherish.
You know, I thought things would be different. If you made me the Elder, I'd have a big game plan. And I thought I did, but I realized how little I know. Obviously, keeping our independence is important, right? But I've realized that's actually kind of insignificant. Our problems are here in the present, not out in the future. Maintaining our identity is a plan for the future. If Valinor succumbs to the cold, there'll be nothing left to maintain. I still believe we need our independence, but that can't happen for a while. So, against my better judgment, alliances might be necessary. I doubt we can find a way to save Valinor all on our own. We'll require knowledge from all corners of Alestia. So that might make things a bit tricky. Rebuilding a nation that wants nothing to do with you. Who'd help me if I planned to give nothing in return? Sorry for rambling on. It's just a lot to take in. But being able to talk about it definitely helps. Thanks, Sierra. At the end of the day, being able to confide in you is great. Thanks. I appreciate it. I truly do. It's always good when someone has your back. Venting helps, as inconvenient as it's known to be. I'm glad you don't mind, because we're dealing with pretty big issues. If I can trust you with this kind of stuff, I can trust you with anything. Which is great, because something tells me there's a lot more to come. What am I going to do? I want Valinor's independence, but I can't get it alone. As we travel the world, I'll need help wherever I can get it. Connecting our nation with the spirits isn't something I can do alone. I have no idea how I'll get it done, though. Like I said, I'll need help from the outside world. What an odd idea. Alliances to achieve independence? No, people would just think I'm using them. In order to do this efficiently, I'd have to keep it a secret. Glean information wherever I can without telling anybody why. A book here, a conversation there, until I find a solution. At the end of the day, nobody would know what I was up to. But when our journey is over, I'd have the means to save Valinor. That sounds so unethical. But is it really? If it saves our nation? What do you think about all of this, Seer? Yeah, I guess you're right. If I got caught, things would go wrong. Don't want to harm our chances of saving the world. Can you imagine if somebody did that to us? Helping us out, only to use us for information? I feel bad for suggesting it, but dire times, you know? Thanks for giving me your advice, Seer. It's good to have some direction. I was feeling lost. I'm glad to know we can keep working together like this. And I'm glad we can rise to the challenge. That's good. Something tells me there'll be more challenges to come. But as long as we band together and talk it out, we can do this. Let's get things moving, alright? Like I said, I have a better sense of direction now. Or at the very least, my mind is more clear. That's all I needed.
Well, here we are. Tamira told me you've never been. Take a look down there. What do you think?
Whoa.
That's amazing!
That's Mazeo?
Yeah, we can probably reach it in a few more hours. But take a while to enjoy the view. It's really something else. And it's not like we'll be coming back here anytime soon, right?
Yeah.
And so, Ulrich stood at the entrance of the world, enthralled by its beauty. It would seem that his dreams for the future were no less grand than the sight before him. With comrades in tow, they took in the sight together, an unspoken bond slowly forming.
The bond won't last much longer if you keep that up, Pro.
Yikes! It's not like this is my job or anything. You know I'm trying to record all the important moments.
You must be grasping at straws if you're writing about me, then. Focus on the seer or something. This is the start of his journey.
Or maybe you could focus on this.
Huh?
Wow.
This shouldn't be happening, right? The blood leaves don't fall at this time of year.
He's right, everyone. Normally it's too warm for them to wilt and fall. I know what this means. Valinor is starting to die.
You mean because of the dim spirit idol?
Yeah, I didn't think it would happen so fast. We need to hurry. If we don't do something, our home will...
Don't worry. We'll figure out a way to save your village. We are saving Alestia, and that includes Valinor.
Are you ready, Seer? I guess this is where things truly begin.
As a team, we can do this. I'm stronger for having you by my side.
So, this is it, huh? Now, it's our turn.
I wish you could be here with us. Don't worry, Mom and Dad. I'll make you proud.
As a group, we headed down to Mazeo, with our resolve peaked. In that moment, it seemed like our goal was both clear and within our grasp. However, Mazeo would soon prove how wrong and naive we truly were.
It appears that things have finally begun. Did you have your audience with the seer, Master? Yes, indeed. It went just as planned. Doubt is a very powerful weapon. When wielded properly, you are right. Thankfully, we have lots of practice. Perhaps
So, you think this is the end? I suppose that rests with the seer. Let us watch and see what unfolds.
Wow, they look pretty cool, huh?
It was definitely a nice send-off. I just hope the Mazeans aren't afraid.
Why would they be afraid? Really? But they're just leaves.
You know how superstitious people can be.
I was taught that they're tears from the spirit realm. You know, the spirits crying out. But I don't know why. Perhaps our parents were reaching out to us.
Case in point, Pro.
Fair enough. Anyway, there was something I had to say. Don't you think it's a little odd to walk around like that? That huge blade you have on your back? You know, the one the Triumvirate will want to steal? I think we should cover it up. It's too open right now.
That's actually a good idea. We don't know how many eyes will be on us. It might help us get past the gate guard as well.
Yeah, they wouldn't take kindly to seeing that. They're skeptical enough of travelers from Valenorth.
What? But we wouldn't do anything.
That's exactly the point.
People from Valenorth would never harm Mazeo, true. But that's what makes it the perfect excuse for wrongdoers. Say you're from Valenorth and get through without a second thought.
That's awful.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're keen on that trick. They'll end up questioning us no matter what we say.
So we need to cover up the blade.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing I brought this then.
What do we do if they don't buy it?
Well, I'll play some of my patented charm.
We're doomed.
There's still a long way to go, so let's walk and talk. We're losing time, and that's the one thing we can't afford to lose.
All right.
Hey. There's not much to say that you don't already know. It's a trading hub, providing goods and services to Valenorth and Alarenthia. But there's a large piracy scene, providing the more illicit goods and services. The occupation was supposed to make things better, but it didn't. It only created more laws to break, and they haven't even cracked down on them. The mayor has slowly defected to our side after realizing the Triumvirate's true intent. They only wanted the spirit idol hidden underneath Mazeo. We're sure of it. The introduction of law and order to the city of Mazeo was justification enough for them. If they truly wanted to keep Mazeo in line, they'd be enforcing the laws they put in place. Depends what you're wanting to know. Just give me a try. Old enough to be tired of answering that question. I consider Damek and the rebellion to be my family. If you mean my birth family in Alarenthia, I couldn't tell you. We weren't very close, and I left for the mainland as soon as I could. Depends how much you're paying me. There isn't much to say. He always pops in to mess up our plans. Every time we battle the Honor Guard, he's right there with them. The Triumvirate barely leaves their castle, so he's almost like a stand-in for them. Basically, anytime we're against enemy forces, he's there. But you learn a lot about the man and the way he fights, so I know a lot about him. I've never seen anybody with such strong conviction. He truly believes he's doing the right thing. No, and I think I'd like to keep it that way. Forgive me if I ask you to be more specific. You're good at following orders. I'll give you that much. I'm not sure if you're just clueless or full of national pride. Either way, it's a good thing. We can't have you full of doubt. It won't be much longer until you can kick back and relax. But when you do, it'll be as Alestia's hero. Think about that. You had a life of luxury just thrown into your lap. I'm jealous. Well, spare time is pretty scarce these days, but I love a good drink. Nothing better than winding down a busy day with Mazeo, right? Aside from that, I love a good spar, but it's hard to find a challenge. I'm not picky, I just like the effects. The stronger stuff is more expensive, though, and I'm not loaded. Well, unless Damek decides to treat me, I guess. That's rare, though. There's a huge tavern tucked away in the town square. Best drinks money can buy, and like Peregrino, they have private rooms. Great business model, actually. When you've had too much, they can con you into a room. I'll point it out if I can. Might be a good idea to grab a drink before your training. Damek has a strict regimen set out for you, but I'll make sure you have fun. Don't worry. Of course. Now you're starting to grow on me. I didn't know you were into that, but I need a good drinking buddy. You can only drink so much alone before it starts to get sad. Yes.
So, about that charm.
Yeah?
When are you gonna start turning it on?
It's been on this whole time.
Oh boy.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
It means you think highly of your own ability. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a little too highly.
That's not true.
Oh really? Charm me then.
You mean right now?
Yeah, right here, right now. Shouldn't be too hard for someone like yourself.
Oh, well, just let me think. It takes a bit to get in the groove.
Oh, is that so? Sounds like an excuse to me.
It's not!
Alright then, just hurry it up, pro. I'd tell you to take your time, but I don't want to die of old age.
So, how'd it go?
As good as it could have, which isn't saying much.
What would you have me put on the record?
Negotiations to resume with more parties present. I think that about sums it up while I gather my bearings.
Very well. And what about off the record? What should I be expecting to come through that door?
Initially, I wanted them to sabotage the Triumvirate's ships, but that was very short-sighted of me. We'll need a naval army, so I tackled things from another angle, securing ships.
That shouldn't be too hard, right? The pirates have an enormous army.
Combined, yeah, but I can't win them all over. Alex and Nada will both be fighting to cut a deal with me. And I'm afraid no matter who we side with, things will change.
For who exactly?
Everybody. Lilith, can you send for Damek? He'll need to be present at the final negotiations.
Of course, sir.
I have a feeling he'll be bringing the seer too, Lilith. With everybody under one roof, we can finally make some progress. At the end of the day, Mazeo and the rebellion will be allied with the pirates.
Never thought I'd see the day. I guess we just have to choose who to side with.
That's why I need to see Damek as well. He'll be leading the final battle, so he needs to choose. I trust his decision and his sense of strategy more than you know.
Should he really be making choices that affect the future of Mazeo?
I think it's in our best interest. Besides, with what's coming, I don't think I'll be here much longer. I only hope that we can leave behind a peaceful future for Mazeo.
Oh, great! It's Carmen!
Who?
Basically, the one gate guard I'm comfortable with. Leave this one to me. We'll be in Mazeo before you know it. Hey! Let go! We don't have much time to waste!
There's another way.
Oh, come on! I had a whole routine worked out, Ulrich. Mine will work for sure. With them, it's a risk.
I just want to see how they handle this. Diplomacy will be really important to moving forward. Shouldn't we let them get some practice?
The new Elder of Valenorth.
Yeah. Lessa, come here.
What can I do for you, Ulrich?
This is your first time coming to Mazeo, right? The relationship between both of our nations is important. How we handle this situation could have a big impact.
In what way?
Pro wants to lie his way in. That's what he does best. Not that it's a bad thing, of course. It usually works wonders. But at the end of the day, you are the Elder of Valenorth. If you prefer, you can try talking to Carmen. See if you can reason with him and get our entry granted. Your role as the Elder can't stay hidden forever. What would the people think if someone like you was accomplice to deceit? Word has its way of traveling around. It could find its way back to you. Aside from the rebellion, you have to make an impact on Mazeo's people. The question is, what kind of impact should that be?
I guess this is a lot more complicated than I originally thought.
Everything will be complicated now, Valessa. Don't do anything lightly from this point forward.
What should we do?
Do you have an entry permit?
I was actually hoping that wouldn't be an issue. We're here from Valenorth on urgent business.
Everyone's business is urgent, ma'am. I can't put you above any other tourist. I need to see some paperwork.
I don't have any. But please, I'm Valenorth's elder. We have urgent business in Mazeo.
The Elder? Yeah, and I'm Mayor Gryz. Trust me, that's not the first time I've heard that one. If you don't have papers, I need to ask you to leave.
Listen, this is really important. We can't afford to waste any more time. I'll get the mayor to come verify this once we're inside.
It doesn't work that way, ma'am. You just leave me hanging. Everyone else does. Either present some papers or stop wasting my time.
I apologize on behalf of the Elder. This is her first time traveling. We are not up to any funny business, I assure you. It's an urgent meeting. The national security of Mazeo and Valenorth are both compromised.
Is that so?
Do you have a family, Carmen?
Yeah, I do.
I promise that we are not lying. The Triumvirate is on the move to occupy Valenorth, but in order to do so, they'll have to pass through Mazeo. Your family could be in danger. The attack is imminent. All we ask is that you let us through so we can go about our business. Our matters in Mazeo concern the safety of almost every Alestian. If you don't let us through, a lot of innocent people will die. And trust me, we will make it known that you held us back. Do you really want to go down in history like that, Carmen? Or would you rather go down in history as a hero? The man that allowed us to carry out our mission.
How do I know I can trust you?
You don't. I'm asking you to take a leap of faith. Is it really worth gambling with the lives of your family?
I think I remember you.
Yeah, I just left for Valenorth yesterday morning. I'm not an outsider. Mazeo is my home. Please, let me and my friends protect it.
And you promise not to tell anybody?
I promise. But you should also abandon your post. No need to pass right through these gates. Your life is worth more than this job. Please, get to safety with your family. Do you really think I'm making this up?
I don't know.
If I just wanted entry, I wouldn't care about you. But this is more than that. I want to help you too. I'll tell Gryz right away so you don't get in trouble.
Alright, I trust you. Just don't make me regret this.
You never will.
Thank you, Ulrich. I was drawing a blank the whole time. Maybe I'm not ready for this kind of stuff.
That's preposterous, Valessa. I didn't expect you to succeed. It was your first time. You handled yourself well, and you're gaining experience.
That was pretty amazing. I still think my idea was better, though. I had a whole script in my head and everything. So, shall we?
Hey, Pro.
What's up?
That can't be your real name.
Why not?
I mean, it's a little odd.
And Valessa isn't?
You have a point.
But since you asked, it isn't my real name. The truth is, I don't actually know my real name.
How do you manage that?
I'd rather not talk about it, if it's all the same to you. Pro is just something the orphans called me when I was younger. I showed a knack for picking up skills with ease.
So you're a pro?
Something like that. Any idea why your parents chose Valessa?
No idea, actually. I never thought to question it, but yours kinda stuck out like a sore thumb.
I'll take that as a compliment. Hey, there's something else in my mind, actually.
Oh yeah? What's that?
What's up with the name Fortem? Like, how is that one even possible?
I've always wondered that.
It's bugging me, and I've only known him for a day. It must bother you so much, you've known him forever.
Yeah, but you're good at getting info, right?
That's what I've been told.
Maybe we can work together to find this out. I want to know just what Fortem really means.
Okay, let's do it. Pro and Valessa, on the case.
Damek, may I speak with you?
Oh, of course. Is everything okay?
I believe you've been waiting for this.
Secure a naval army? That's a lot bigger than our initial plans.
Is it an unwelcome change?
No, not at all. We were just planning to steal the Triumvirate ships. While they were busy with Valinor, they'd be unmanned. But this... it could grow our forces exponentially. Especially if the pirates lend us their army.
Not for free, of course. They'll probably rob Gryz blind in exchange. I recommend not offering them any of our resources. We barely have enough food for our own men, and weapons for that matter. We need more of those. Do you think you could spin negotiations in our favor?
Of course I can. I'm nothing if not a good negotiator. It seems like everything is in our favor.
This final clause, however.
The one requesting the seer's presence. Pay it no mind, they should be arriving here shortly. In fact, I'll go meet them in the town square right away.
Is their Exodus training regiment finalized? Your schedule should be able to accommodate changes. Your plan is still slow exposure to develop a tolerance, yes?
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. I could only handle it for a mere moment. But I feel stronger, like I could handle more. Oh, of course, I'm not going to touch it again. I'm just assuming the same rules apply to the seer. With controlled exposure, they could wield it longer and longer. Long enough to aid our final assault on Bolteus.
Wait, I think I see them. Hey, what gives?
You can't just run off into a crowd like that, Fortin. You'll get lost, and I don't have the time to find you. Stay close to us. We'll get over there eventually.
All right.
Here's some money to spend on whatever you want, but like I said, just make sure you stick close to us. This isn't the kind of place you want to be alone in.
Wow, thanks, Ulrich. I'm gonna look for some apples then. Can you point them out for me so I don't get lost?
Yeah, they should be over there. Well, I guess we should keep an eye out for Damek. Knowing him, he's already here waiting for us. Do you see him anywhere, Pro?
There's too many people. Give me a few minutes. I'll find him.
Look, I finally got what I wanted. It was so expensive, though. I only had enough for one. Guess I'll have to make it last as long as possible, huh?
Only one? You were conned, Fortune. I should have followed you after all.
Conned?
Yeah, taken advantage of. The locals know a tourist when they see one. They raise the prices because you don't know any better.
Mean.
Sorry, it's my fault. For a moment, I put too much faith in the people. At least now you know all of my warnings were true.
Is that him?
I just wanted to see if you'd noticed me, actually. You've got a good eye on you. Valessa, right?
Yeah, the Elder of Valinor. Pleased to meet you, Damek, sir. Your friends have really talked you up.
And I'm Fortain, the scribe. We've heard a lot about you, actually.
All nonsense, I'm sure. And you must be the seer. It feels like I've been waiting forever to meet you. Honestly, the last little while has been so hectic. I almost can't believe this is happening. It's an honor to meet you, Seer. It truly is. And you're just as polite as I imagined. There's no need to be so formal. You're among friends. Anyway, shall we get going? We have quite a busy day ahead of us. Oh, just one more thing before we move along. You'll be on cleaning duty for the next month, Pro.
What? What did I do?
It's more about what you didn't do, and the answer to that is everything. I ended up sending Ulrich to pick up your slack. We can't afford to waste time anymore. I'm sure you had your reasons, but...
Yeah, and they were really good reasons. I couldn't just march into Valinor with a blade. I need to have some discretion. It took time.
Really, Pro, you know you can't just throw excuses at me. I know how this stuff works. You were lazy. I suppose it's my fault in the first place. I should have known better than to send you there. With a tavern in the way, your priorities would be clear. Anyway, we have some business with the mayor. Let's head to his house. I'll explain there. After that, I'll give you a tour of our HQ.
Plans with Gryz. Is it about the pirates?
I said I'd explain when we get there, Ulrich. We can't talk about this kind of stuff out in the open. Finish up whatever business you have, and we'll get going.